as a simple mini case study, everything he did now, he demonstrated 4 to 5 skills of what a change leader has and what they have to embody. He, first of all, went with empathy, which we spoke about. He looked at things from that person's perspective. He looked at something from his stakeholders' perspective. He looked at it from his colleagues' perspective. He demonstrated empathy to understand where they were coming from. Another thing he demonstrated was communication and active listening, to say, let me listen to what it is that they have to say. He wasn't about, well, this is the way we do things, or this is the way that, you know, we've set up the meetings, or this is the agile method approach where we have to have this touch points all the time. Yeah, that he, you know, he listened to what the needs of his stakeholder was. And then he also demonstrated collaboration, you know, and which was around saying, okay, let's work together. What is it that, you know, you need to be able to make this thing, you know, happen? And then, you know, he empowered them, which we've been talking about, psychological safe environment, psychological safety. You know, he created an environment where they felt comfortable and confident to be able to share. And you know, he empowered them to be able to do those things. And that's what it is really about. And one of the things that when I think about technology, and, you know, glad we have Stephen in there, I think I said something, I feel as if I said Andrew earlier on, but one of the things that, you know, Stephen really spoke about is, or brought to mind, is that in technology, we still need those skills. He spoke about how, you know, a lot of technology people are really in demand, but sometimes what happens, sometimes you don't find them lasting. There's this saying that you recruit people for their skills, but at the end of the day, you fire them for their behavior and, you know, type of thing. So while they may be in demand, one of the ways that they can really make a difference is when they have some of these change leadership skills to be able to influence their stakeholders, to be able to go away from that mentality, which we're all going away from now, which is build it and they will come, bring in the change and they will come. Andrew, I would love to hear Andrew's perspective, but that's no longer the case. You know, it's no longer about build it and they'll come. Employees are feeling more empowered to be able to walk away. So if you're not engaging your stakeholders and employees, they will feel they have, you know, the power, the autonomy to move away and find another solution. So in the technology space, it's definitely, I'm seeing a shift, and I have a technology background. I'm seeing a shift away from build it and they will come to how do we work with our stakeholders, collaborate with our stakeholders, communicate with them, use our social influence skills, create that environment, which, you know, Andrew, you know, did a great paper on, you know, in terms of what people want more in the workplace. So a lot of what people will want in the workplace, other than technology, but from their colleagues and their leaders and their management team, is where they want that environment where they feel empowered to work. And that's where, when we all start to have those relationship skills, it makes a whole lot of difference.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Yvonne.